Hi, I just thought I'm gonna do a little video of my new Andycine monitor, and it is actually my third one. I had the A7, no, the A6, the A6 Plus, and this is now the C7. Nice, 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 looks good. It does come in this cardboard box, and in the box you actually find a nice little hard case, which I think is pretty nice. That's cool. It's a little thing. What you don't get is a power supply. So the 12-volt power supply you need to buy extra. Well, mine didn't come with one, so I'm not sure if yours does, but I don't think it does come with one. But I think it's not much of a problem. And it also doesn't come with a sun shield, because my old monitor had a little sun shield. What do I think about the monitor? So far, I mean, it's great, it's big, it's bright, it's got touch capability, which I love for focusing and stuff. It's got all the nice thingies like false color I use a lot. Here, yellow overexposed, yeah, of course. It's not, the light is not set for my hand. I love that. It has the safety markers and stuff. You have function buttons, F1, F2, F3, you can assign. I've got my audio meter always on the F1. On F2 I've got focus set, and here you got actually nice all waves vector scope, which is nice for, really nice for skin tones, adjusting lights for skin tones, and I mean that's cool. You see everything in one. I think that's really, really nice. There's a menu wheel on the top. If you turn it, it adjusts the backlight brightness. And if you press it, you can go into the menu and you got more things. Focus assist, you can change the colors for the focus assist. Center markers, you can also do that from the touch screen, but you can change the colors for the markers and stuff. And yes, you can set the colors for the frames you set, the safety markers and stuff. That's really nice. It does have an HDMI input and HDMI output, which I think is nice, because sometimes I'm using a wireless video transmitter. If I'm filming an event and they want the video also on the screen, I can transmit. That's really nice. It comes with this holder, which I think is not really for professional use, because if you've got this thing on a rig, you could see if I just loosen this, it's like it comes off very quickly, and if you just do this a couple of times, it becomes very loose. So what I always used to use, and I still use it here on my old monitor, I love these small rig quick change things. You know, they're great. You know, you just lock them on, take it off, put the monitor on a different rig, zack, put it back on. And I love that thing. And it's just like, you know, you can adjust it and it doesn't come loose. It doesn't matter how often you adjust it. The problem I have with this new monitor is this. I don't know if you can see this. Yes, no, not really. This thing doesn't go on when the power supply is in. It's too wide, and I mean, yeah, so I can't use this anymore. So the old one had the same problem, but what I did there, I just attached it to the top, flipped the menu 180 degrees, and I could still use it. And I had my power connectors and HDMI connectors on the top of the camera. So they were coming out here then. But this doesn't work now. So what am I gonna do? I mean, I'd really love to put this back on my rig, you know, because it's actually a nice, let's zoom out a little bit. It's actually a pretty nice, nifty setup, you know. I've got this handle here. I normally have my focus wheel here on the side, and I can adjust the focus and stuff. And I can't do this with this new monitor now. So I can adjust this thing. It's another small rig thing, but it's much bigger. I mean, really, it's like this or this on the camera. And so, small rig, if you're listening, please put another screw on the top, because you got one here, you got one here, you got one here. Please, one back there. The only thing I can imagine why they didn't put one on the top is because this whole thing, let me turn it around, comes, you can run this with NPF style Sony batteries. Here, different sizes, these ones or these ones, and you can put them in from the top. So I was thinking maybe they were afraid if you have the monitor upside down that these things can fall out or something, which is probably a good point. but still, I mean, maybe do it sideways or something, but put another thing on top, or just put the power socket somewhere else, because you can't attach any professional monitor mount to this thing. And this thing is nice. I mean, it's okay if you leave it on a tripod like I have now and you don't touch it or anything, but I wouldn't use this on a rig doing a shoot somewhere, because it's like, I'm afraid the monitor is going to fall off. Because you keep fiddling with the monitor, you move it around, you do things with it. And I would say put another screw in, or put these power sockets, they're too close together. There's one there, and I can't put this thing in. And if I'm on a rig, I'd like to power it, the whole thing, from one thing. I've got one big NPF battery on my camera rig, and I can power the camera and the monitor and my focus wheel and everything. So, Andycine, please listen and put them somewhere else. Apart from that, the monitor, the brightness, the touch capabilities, I mean, all the false color, vector scope and stuff, I mean, that's great. You can actually load LUTs in the camera. I don't do that at the moment because my camera can give out the LUT over the HDMI. It records flat, but it gives it out with a LUT that's on the camera, and that's really nice. It's got a headphone output, which is nice. If your camera hasn't got a headphone out, here's a card slot, so you can load your LUTs in if you need to. And power switches on this side. Well, that's basically it, really. Would I buy it again? I think yes. I mean, for the money, I think it's excellent value. This thing, yeah, the ergonomics. I think it's a great monitor with a little. I think there's like room for improvement in ergonomics. And if you want to use it in a professional environment, you need to connect something like this, and then, yeah, that would have been great. I mean, there's always a workaround, but yeah, latency is great. I mean, what you see, it's actually great. You can actually see the latency because it's like an endless video here, but this is totally normal. And it's actually down to the cameras. I've got a GH5 here, so it's down to the cameras, and the HDMI signal, it's just not fast enough, but this is totally fine. I mean, it's like you only get the first thing, and I feel a slight little latency, but I think it's really, really good. And it's very bright. I'd love to see this thing outside. I haven't used it outside yet, and I'd love to see the possibility to connect one of these sun hoods, because it doesn't matter how bright it is, you know, because it's a shiny display when you're outside. I think it would be nice, like the old one. I can show you again. Had this really nice sun hood thing on the top, and I think that's nice. I can give you the size comparison of the two. This is the old one. This is the A7, and this is the this is the A6. This is the C7. So, yeah, I mean, this thing is huge. It's great. I mean, it's lovely. You know, when you're doing a shoot somewhere and you have this set up for the client or something. I think that's really nice. That is really nice. Yeah, that's my review to the Andycine 4K. I hope it does you any good. It's a great monitor. I like it. Okay, bye-bye.